Take our time walking.
Exactly. Hey everybody. March 9th, did you say?
Yeah.
This is our second video for the day. Because now we've cut our time down to about
5 minutes.
5 minutes from the normal 10. And we're getting a little bit of drizzle, so we're catching a little bit of the rain. You know, we should have walked. I don't think we should have walked a little earlier. Had some breakfast this morning. What do we have here, Axel?
Power breakfast.
Power breakfast.
Egg, ham, and cottage cheese.
There you go. Power breakfast. Egg, ham, and cottage cheese. Egg, ham, and cottage cheese.
We also wanted to try pineapple.
Yeah, with this.
The pineapple tasted like it was from the War of Hawaii.
There you go. We put some pineapple in our cottage cheese, but pineapple was a little dry. Kind of like you said, like from after the war in Hawaii or whatever.
The acquisition of Hawaii.
Yep, acquisition. You know, the acquisition of Hawaii wasn't really that far back, you know. And if your parents or your grandparents would have bought in the 50s or 60s.
You would have had property in Hawaii.
Yeah, or even in the early 70s. You guys would be sitting pretty. Yeah, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? And, you know, all this stuff is secular anyway. All your land, all your properties, it's going to come and go. In the end, it doesn't belong to anybody. You pay taxes on it, right?
Yep.
Who does it belong to?
Government.
There you go. Right on. Good answer, Axel. Good answer. Because when your parents die or something, the houses go to the government and they do a probate. And if you have it willed, well, it still goes to it's willed to you, but eventually you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay one way or another. You know what I'm saying?
If it's not you, it's your children who'll pay.
Exactly. Somebody's gonna pay. Somebody's gonna pay. They always do.
In the end, it always belongs to the government.
And you're never gonna own it. You're never gonna own it. Look at all these people in Washington that bought. Well, didn't buy it, but they settled, or what do you call it when you settle and you take it over?
It was called it's drawing a blank, but I know what it is.
Anyway, they come over here.
Eminent domain.
No, not eminent domain. When the settlers came and they took it away from the Indians over here. You know, they took it over.
Manifest Destiny.
No, not Manifest Destiny. That's out over the Appalachian Mountains. Anyway, you know, settlers came to Washington, Oregon, and they settled the land, and all they had to do was claim it and pay taxes. Well, see, they got so greedy and everything. Most of the people grabbed the land, and you know, most of them couldn't even end up paying. Their family couldn't end up paying taxes for it. 2 or 3 generations down the line, and they lost it, and the government took it, and the settlers really never did anything with that land. I mean, it was still, what are you gonna do with the land? You're just being greedy. That's being greedy, you know.
But the people who are
you know
smart,
what that is?
What?
Isn't that a sin called sloth? A sloth? Because
That's a sin called greed. Dad.
Yeah, but isn't it sloth too? Because something you could
have made a town. A lot of the smart people made towns.
Or you could have just left it alone.
Exactly.
Or, you know.
You could have just taken what you needed, what you knew you could pay for.
But you took it away from the Indians, so that sloth, because they didn't use it, but the Indians did, and so nobody ended up using it.
Exactly, and they just got turned into apartments.
Yeah, or whatever.
Today it's apartments.
But anyway, that's another story.
Anyways, that's all we have to say for now.
All right then.
Adios, gato.
Adios, gato.
Rudy.